It can't be. It's that time already?
You bet it's that time. It's signing day.
Oh, Neely Grantham, TRA softball superstar. I knew you always gonna have a signing day. But.
Yep, it's class of 2025. It's time for us to secure our college futures.
I guess it's y'all time to shine, but it's y'all time to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and we're already on the class of 2025.
All right, we're going to get started. First of all, welcome everybody here to TRA. Lots of people here today. This is our first opportunity to two of these since I've been here. Also to get to see the accomplishments. These guys, the hard work and the stuff that they've done the last few years, all their lives, I think it's really, and their parents as well, to get to accomplish, to get to this day. Those are some dreams that they've had, and the ability to come in here and do this today, it just shows that hard work has finally paid off. I was standing over there, I was like, remind me not to stand between these two guys, because I look like a little midget next to them. So I'm glad they're sitting down. I had an opportunity to have these two guys in my senior project class in the fall, and hard-working kids, obviously, it just continues over into this. So, on behalf of our athletic department, I would like to congratulate you guys. So I think your coaches are going to have something to say here, and they're going to speak as well. His name is actually Haydn. And it's not spelled like normal, but it's actually Haydn. You're wondering, like, who's Haydn? That's Haydn. Sumo is Haydn, by the way.
I'll start us off. I'm going to do my very best not to cry. I thought I got all that out a week ago. I was going to cry for about an hour. But I told Coach Bartlett, it hits me every time I start talking, so I'm going to do my very best to get through this without crying. Like Coach Secretary said, thank all of y'all for being here, faculty, staff, parents, family members, friends, baseball team, all that. Thank y'all for being here. I especially want to thank the parents, and I want to challenge both of you to take the time to reflect on how much your parents have done for y'all. I played college baseball, Coach Barlow did, Coach Linker did, and I don't think that I realized it until here recently how much my parents sacrificed and played a major role in me even getting an opportunity to get to this point. And they have sacrificed a lot, whether it's driving you places, whether it's working extra hours, whether it's fill in the blank. Like, I probably could go on a list and not finish. And so I want to challenge both of you to take that time to reflect and then tell them personally how grateful for them that you are. Another thing before I get into you two is I want to talk about what signing day even symbolizes. You've got kids that are in 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade that I think have ambitions to get to where you two have been, where you're at now. And signing day doesn't necessarily, it's not just about today, but really it's a reflection about all the hard work and all the long nights and all the highs and the lows that y'all have experienced since, I mean, when you go back there and you look at those pictures, you see T-ball pictures, right? And it started then. And like, that's what this day's about. And it'd be easy for us to come in here and talk and eat cake and just run straight through it, but I want you guys to take time and reflect on all of it. Because the majority of high school baseball players, the majority of people that play high school athletics don't get this day. Like, this is a huge day, and it's a huge accomplishment for both of you. Both of you deserve it, and it speaks to your character, it speaks to your work ethic, it speaks to your talent, it does, but even above that, it's so much more. And I hope y'all take the time to realize what that is. And then I'm going to speak a little bit about who y'all are as young men, and then Coach Barlow is going to come in and talk a little more about statistics and the baseball side of it. In my small, very, very small role that I've had to be a part of y'all's lives as a baseball coach, as a teacher, as an administrator, I'm going to get it out.
You can't do it without her.
It's embarrassing.
It's not me this time, thank God.
Baseball ends for everybody at some point in time. Everybody in this room, that participates in baseball, including me, including all the coaches, it comes to an end at some point. And I think that I could go on about 100 things for both of you about the things that you do well in the baseball. And those things matter and they're important. But there is something that is so much more valuable and so much more important, and I think both of you have. And that is what I hope and pray that everyone gets out of the baseball program, out of being a student here at TRA. And it gives me the satisfaction of knowing that regardless of what y'all do in life, whether you play baseball for the next 20 years, whether you play for the next year, that I truly believe that y'all are going to lead your future teams, your communities, your future wives, your future families in a godly way. And that's what matters the most. It matters so much to me, and I believe that both of you have proven that. I think that even a month ago, I feel like I've seen a change in y'all. Y'all had every right to shut down a month ago and say, you know what, this is my senior year, I'm going to do what's best for me. But that's not what y'all did. There was a turn, your attitudes changed, and like 100%, you didn't just do it for you, but you brought them with you. And I thank y'all for that. Because it had nothing to do with what we did, or it had everything to do with what, not just y'all, but y'all as seniors stood up and took the time to lead. And that took us to where we were. That means so much. That foundation, and being able to see y'all change from boys, because that's who y'all were, boys, still are at times, boys, all right? But make that transition into godly boys, slowly turning into godly men, is what I have enjoyed more than anything. And I thank y'all for allowing me to be a part of that. And my prayer is that regardless of what happens in the next year or 10 years, that you would cling to that forever. All right. Thank y'all so much for being a part of it.
Thank y'all for being here today. My speech might not be as long as Coach Max, it's a little long-winded. But first I'm going to start off with Waylon. Whether or not I came, Waylon was in 8th grade. And I knew he was going to be special. All right, we had a lot of ups and downs throughout the years. I was only here for half the off seasons, some years, but I knew him. His attitude never changed. No matter what he did, he always had a smile on his face. You never knew if he was in a slump or if he was doing good. And I think it really showed this year. The first part of the season didn't really start off like you wanted it to. And crazy stat, we looked at it this morning. From JCS to the end of the season, you hit 309. Which is why we were so successful on the baseball field this year. You know, you were able to make that switch. Nobody could really tell, but you moved up from 8-hole to 5-hole. Ended up being, I think, top 5.
It ended up in top 5. It was the second leading hitter in that.
Yeah, second leading hitter in that stint. Ended up being the top 5 on the team batting average, and that right there just speaks tremendously about your work ethic. Staying humble, staying quiet, going out and getting it done, and just being you. He also saved us probably about 25 runs at first base, being 7 foot tall. So that makes some tremendous sense. But over the last 2 years on the mound, he's thrown 43.2 innings. He had a 4-3 record with 1 save and 39 strikeouts. On the mound, we knew if we had Waylon Pickett up there, it was going to be strike 1, strike 2, ball put in place somewhere. We were going to get out to him. And that was all we could ask for you. And that's exactly what you did. And that's why you had successful runs over your career. I can't thank you enough for that. Bryan College, they're really going to get a kid he's going to go to work. He's going to do anything that he can to help the team, any fashion, pitching, hitting, first base, whatever it is, he's going to be willing to do it. And I can't wait to see where your career goes from there. All right, thanks. Sumo. Sumo came in this year. He tried to be a little more athletic than what he actually was at the beginning of the year and tried to dump basketball and compared to ACL. So, not seeing Sumo ever play before, we were kind of skeptical of is he going to miss the whole season? Is he going to miss half the season? What's going to go on with Sumo? We didn't know what his work ethic was like. It was day 1 workouts, and we were just like, we need to get this kid back to pitch for us this year. That's what we had to do. We heard everything we wanted to see. And this kid put in so much work, recovered from an ACL tear. He played the whole season, which is kind of unheard of. You know, rehab an ACL in 6 months. It's crazy to me. And you know, you did the work, you crushed rehab, you crushed the weight room, everything you could do to get back to pitching this year. And you know, your stats pretty much speak for themselves. 42 innings pitched, 5-2 record, 2 saves, give up 28 hits all year, 41 strikeouts, and had a 1.66 ERA. You know, you were able to start out as our closer. You know, whenever we needed you to start, you were right there. You were ready to go. 8 innings against Trinity with a win, 1-0 win, or USJ is what it was. USJ, my fault. 7 2/3 last week against ECS, giving us a big chance to win. That you did everything that we asked you to, and I appreciate that. I knew whenever we threw Sumo out there, our jobs kind of got a little bit easier because we knew that he was going to attack, he was going to compete, and nobody was going to beat. That was his mindset throughout the whole thing, and it was awesome to watch from the dugout. Just a competitor come out and him. It was unbelievable. You know, Roane is going to get a kid that's going to have the fire. He's going to yell after strikeouts and after he gets out of innings, which we'll talk about. But you know, that is what it is. They know that he's going to go in there, he's going to compete for his spot, and he's going to make an impact whatever he does. And for that, I mean, I appreciate everything y'all done for this program, for this coaching staff, for these teachers. We couldn't be more happy with y'all. So I appreciate that.
Any other coaches here that want to say anything? Any other coaches out there want to?
To the back, y'all want to speak? Are y'all good?
All right, so this time you guys can go ahead and sign, and then
Y'all know what I'm saying?
oh, they're gonna speak out. Yeah, just make sure. They got their speeches ready. You're up first, so you got some things you want to say?
Oh man. First off, I'd just like to thank God for giving me this opportunity. As you heard, like, I was not supposed to be out there this year, and I just had that mindset that I wanted to be there, and that's where I got to be. Second off, I'd like to thank my parents. They were by my side through everything. I remember the day they told me my ACL was going, that did not stand a chance of playing. Me and my dad sat there about to cry ourselves because Mom was at work that day, sadly. But when we come home, Mama cried with me. It's just we didn't know what to expect. But now I'm here. I made it. I'm happy. Then I like to thank my coaches. They pushed me to be better. Several times I come in the weight room bar, was like, come on, let's get on it. It's a good day to work out. I'm like, all right, let's go. Come on. Hated it, not gonna lie. And then Coach Matt and Coach Langford, great inspiration to me when it came to my faith, because I remember going to them several times like, hey, what do you think of this Bible verse? What do you think it is? Like, help my Christianity apply as coaches. And my teammates, man, they always give me a good laugh. I don't know if Jacob's here, gave me a lot of good laughs when I'm busting my head open. But yeah, I'm thankful for my 1 year here, and I wouldn't want it any other way, honestly. So.
First off, I would just like to thank God. He has given me many opportunities, kind of like what Sumo said. Very, very rough battles I faced in life, but I know He's by my side and He's with me at all times. Second, I'd like to thank my parents, whether it was driving me to the game, driving me up to a place to hit or throw, or even just pushing me in the backyard even when I didn't feel like it. I'd also like to thank my sister for pushing me. She thinks she's better than me, she ain't. She just likes to push me. Third, I would like to thank all my coaches, Dennis Simpson. He's one of the great guys here, so yeah. And thank all my TRA coaches as well. Thank you.
Hi, it's Thomas L. Jr. with another signing day. I'm feeling awfully short right now because I'm standing between two tall baseball players from Tipton-Rosemark Academy. And they call them Sumo and Mr. Waylon. Congratulations. Why are we standing here together? Why? Y'all did y'all signing day together. Why?
Well, me and Waylon, we've known each other. I think we met back in 13 or 14 U playing travel ball together. And then we reunited here this year when I transferred in. And we've been good friends even back when we played together as we was younger. So we kind of thought I thought it'd be a fun experience to do it. So
Yeah, kind of going off what Sumo said, it was we've known each other for a long time, but even after we played with each other, we kind of split ways and we played against each other a lot on the field. Every other weekend we'd see each other playing against each other. So I thought it was really cool just to come back together and everything.
Wow, so this 1 year together was pretty special. Wow, so where were you previously before you came to Rosemont?
I lived in Mississippi. I moved to Bartlett, Tennessee, and I was at H.W. Byers High School in Slade, Mississippi.
Okay, so welcome back.
Thank
and,
you.
And now you get to head off to the next level. Where are we heading off to?
I'll be going to Roane State Community College. It's about 10 minutes up before Knoxville.
Ooh, the other side of the state. So, but you used to a little traveling.
Oh, yeah.
So why you pick Roane?
It's just a great environment, honestly. I got in touch with the coach. He ended up contacting me over Twitter, got his number, got down for my visit. It was great going and seeing it. Beautiful campus, great environment, honestly.
Okay. And you're heading across the river, right?
No, I'm going to, it's up towards Knoxville.
Oh, so you're heading over to, okay, so Bryan, so tell us about the Lions.
So they got a great engineering program, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a mechanical engineer. And I talked to the coaches, and they were all really nice, and the field's pretty nice, so I just figured it would be a good fit.
Okay.
Small Christian schools.
Okay. Well, like y'all are standing here together on your signing day, from what I heard, you're blessed to just be standing here, literally.
Yes, sir.
And having a baseball season. I'm old, I'm 43. ACL used to be the end. It was at least a year. How did you get through your senior year after such a setback?
Well, in the beginning, it was really hard. I was doubted, like I had given up almost. And then I was like, you know what? I don't feel like this is the end of my journey. So I was physical therapy 5 times a week, every day. I was missing practice and trying to get stronger, everything. And then the days I could, I was at practice, being around the guys, getting my bond stronger with them. And then, like Coach Bartlett said, during our signing day, the weight room helped out a lot, building my strength back up and everything. And I made it back. I got cleared one Friday, and season started that next Monday.
Wow. Wow, so it was all lining up, and I know a lot of prayer went to. I talked to your parents.
Oh, yes.
They said you were working out 5 days a week. They were praying 7 days a week.
Yes.
Talk about how their faith helped you get here. Y'all shed some tears together, but y'all persevered together.
Just knowing that I had somebody in my corner pushing me along the way and helping me get to where I need to be, especially my mom. I'll never forget, like, going through that surgery time. I was in this giant brace. Like, I couldn't move. My mom was there like, Mom, I need this. Mom, I need that. And then, like, she was there the whole way, and Dad's just like, hey man, don't give up, you got this. He was like more my motivational talker, where Mom was like physically there for me.
Wow.
So it all helped out.
Having parents is a wonderful thing. Both of y'all mothers are out there cutting the cake and decorating the table with childhood pictures of y'all. But those dads, they can be kind of tough. I talked to your dad. He told me you didn't reach your full potential yet. He said he got here just off pure talent, but when he pushed himself, he can be even greater. Is Dad telling the truth?
Yes, sir.
So are you going to push yourself at the next level?
Yes, sir. I'm going to push myself a little bit harder. I don't know. I feel like I've physically grown to my highest point. And then, I don't know, hopefully I can put on some more weight, get a little bigger.
Got the frame for it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So.
When I talked to your dad, he said, I played in high school, but my son is living out my dream today. And I'm very happy to see that. He says, as a father, your job is to make sure your kids do better. Has your dad done his job?
Yes, sir. He's helped me very much on and off the field. He's just been a great father. One story I have, I wrecked my truck like 2 years ago, I think. I thought it was the end. Airbags went off. I totaled it, and he was like, "This ain't the end." And so we rebuilt it in the driveway. And so I just thought it was really cool, really like good bonding experience, because he wanted to go play at the next level, but he had to carry a job and stuff, and so he had to give up on sports. And so I really looked to him like as a motivational person, just because I'm doing something he couldn't have done, and so I feel like it's not just for me, but it's for my dad too.
He's making sure you had that opportunity. You've been through some turmoil, because you just said going through totaling your truck. There's turmoil, ACL. So when the season flipped for TRA baseball, this TRA baseball family that's bonded over the years, y'all faced a crossroad as seniors. Y'all could have said, okay, this ain't gonna work out for us. We can throw in the towel, but we can ride around our young coaches and keep that foundation strong. What made y'all choose the latter?
I think honestly, just seeing the potential we had. For me, like the school I came from before, we were not good at baseball by any means. Not throwing any hater shade out there.
No shade.
They were family too, but coming here and knowing I had the guys to go compete at the level I wanted to compete at, made it a lot better. And then like everybody felt like brothers to me, and a lot of these guys I met during travel ball. Like we have another teammate, RJ. I played with him for a while.
Yeah.
Sebastian Walker, played with him. So just I had a good family behind me. Honestly, I wouldn't even say teammates. It was a family.
Wow, and Mr. Three-Sport athlete here at TRA, and that brotherhood. Talk about how
Yes,
you,
sir.
how you
Yes, sir.
decided to be a part.
I've been here since 7th grade. It's just knowing the guys and just knowing them even deeper. I mean, sometimes we would go get lunch, like skip lunch and go buy lunch or something out somewhere, and just always having those guys in your corner. It's really good to have a bond and a brotherhood like that, like we have. But also back on like what the coaching point. At first, I kind of gave up, and I was like, "There's no point. I mean, we don't have coaches. No offense, they haven't really been head coaches, so I didn't really know where this was going to go." And I was like, "But it's senior year. Some of these kids aren't going to get to play again." And I was like, "Why make it selfish about me when I can make other people have fun with their last bit of baseball?" And so, but Coach Matt, Coach Waylon, and Coach Langford, they made it fun. I enjoyed every game, every practice, and so yeah.
And I saw y'all from a reporter standpoint turn that corner play together, and like y'all have more fun out there too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's kind of fitting that you two are standing together as brothers here on y'all signing day. And we want to congratulate y'all because I know my cameraman over there is getting tired because this is his first experience on that camera, and it gets tough. So congratulations,
Yes,
gentlemen.
sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to do so.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.